In today's video, we're going to answer how you handle refeeds and cheat meals during a reverse diet.
All by myself.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Rebella from ProPhysique.com. In today's video, I'm going to keep it quick and answer your question on how to handle reverse dieting when you're coming out of a contest prep. Now, I got this question from my Instagram direct message. And for those of you that have been sending me questions on my Instagram direct message, just know that I'm screenshotting them and I'm saving them, and I have a bunch of them saved up. I haven't been able to do videos for the last couple days. Last weekend I was in New Jersey, amazing weekend, 3 IFBB Pro cards, lots more coming this year. A lot of amazing clients, not even competing in the NPC IFBB, a lot of amazing lifestyle clients. God, I love my job. Everything is just going so splendidly well. You know what? Sometimes you got to take a couple days off from the YouTube, but guys, I'm back and I'm coming with a vengeance. It's going to be nonstop here for a couple weeks with the YouTube video. So this question came in. I'll post it up here for you guys to see, and you can see clearly this person just got done competing, is going to go from a meal plan to a flexible approach, and is not going to compete again until 2019. So how would I handle a reverse diet when it comes to refeeds and let's say cheat meals based on what you prefer? When you come out of a contest prep, yes, you're going to be fairly sensitive to carbohydrates and higher calorie foods. You're going to be able to put on some weight pretty quickly. So here's what I like to do. Immediately post show, let's get, after you have your treats and stuff, let's get back into some consistency with some macros, whatever they might be, whatever you feel good at. And let's get down to your weight that you feel comfortable at before we start reversing, okay? You don't want to reverse from a place where you don't feel comfortable psychologically, because it can lead to like feelings of guilt and make you want to overeat even more, right? So we spend a few days, maybe even, the rest of the week, getting back to your stationary place. Now, if I was using a refeed throughout prep, what I like to do, if the person would prefer, is keep that refeed in or those refeeds in. And what I'll do is I'll keep those numbers the same throughout the reverse. So let's say their refeed day is 250 grams of carbs and their daily carbs are 120. Well, maybe we're just gonna walk up their daily carbs up until we get close to that 250 range, maybe 220, 230. Then we can remove the refeed altogether, because now all days are basically refeeds, right? That kind of makes you feel good when you get all your days to that level. When it comes to a free meal or a cheat meal, what I like to do is just have some structure around it. So if you want to call it a cheat meal, that's fine. The idea being that it's untracked and it mentally just kind of unlocks you from having to write things down. But just like the post-contest meal, what I like it to be is something that you want, something that you plan for. You go out and eat it. You don't worry super detailed about tracking it, but what you do is just have kind of the same thing each time, so that it doesn't just turn into this all-you-can-eat buffet for hours and hours, right? If you're craving some sushi, go out and have all the sushi you want, the sushi meal that you want, use that. If you're craving a burger and fries, plan it. Go out, have your burger and fries, be done with it. Now you can get back into the routine, because as we're able to add in calories through the reverse diet, you're gonna be able to have more freedom with stuff like that, because as you know, the higher your calories, the more food choices you have. Now, let's talk about the fact that you're not competing again until 2019. That can mean a lot of things. I would assume you mean you're gonna take a whole year off, because it's 2018, there's another show in 6 months in 2019. But if you're gonna take an entire year off from competing, I'm a little bit more hesitant to keep the early reverse diet super strict, because we want to get you back to a place where you're building muscle, you're hormonally happy. Now, a lot of that's going to come down to your individual happiness, okay? So for men, most men aren't overly concerned about having veins on their abs during their reverse diet. They're more concerned about filling out their t-shirts, hitting some PRs in the gym, and putting on muscle. Most of the women that I work with, not all, but most of them are more concerned about, okay, I want a reverse diet, coach, but I don't want to undo all this work I've done. I don't want to put all the body fat back on in the next couple weeks. So we might be a little bit more conservative, maybe aiming to bump up body weight, 3, 5, 7, 8%, somewhere in that range initially, and then we kind of really control it from there until we can get into a place where confidence is back, strength is back in the gym, cardio is coming down. Overall, competition prep, it's very tough. But the one thing that I've learned over my decade plus in competing and coaching is that the most successful people treat it as a lifestyle, right? So you're not going in and out of contest prep. You're simply shifting goals slightly, okay? We live the lifestyle of a competitor. We're not gorging ourselves during the off season and we're not starving ourselves during contest prep, right? We're kind of, instead of these big highs and lows, we're kind of transitioning in and out. And yes, while contest prep is very extreme, if you approach it right, when you come out of the contest, you don't have these urges to stockpile food. If you use a flexible dieting approach, you don't have these urges to just eat foods that you haven't had in months and months. Instead, you just include things that you are craving throughout prep. And then when you come out of prep, you can simply start to include those things again in a controlled manner. So while I do preach flexible dieting, I also preach creating a meal plan, eating similar foods over and over again to get the best results. But if you do this with the understanding that you can include something at any given time that you want, it simply takes away the psychological mindset that, hey, I can't have this, now I can. And when that happens, well, we kind of avoid the eating disorder behavior where we feel like we have to binge because tomorrow the diet starts again. Hopefully this answers your question, guys. I got a lot more of these coming. I've been screenshotting, so great questions. I appreciate it. That's how I would handle a reverse diet, refeed, or free meal for the purposes of keeping you both physiologically happy and psychologically happy. Hope you guys had an awesome 4th of July. Have an awesome Friday and a great rest of your weekend. And guess what? I'm coming back tomorrow. If you guys haven't hit subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I'm hitting a milestone really soon here. If you look down at my subscribers, you'll see why I'm excited. And that's going to be it for me today, guys. I'll talk to you soon.